Hello, hello, hello. And how are you all doing today? I hope you're doing well. You see, I got my nice little background back here, back here. Yeah, that's where I wish I was at right now. Get chapstick. My lips are a little dry. So I'll give y'all a few minutes to get in here. And so I say, when is she coming on? She just be popping in here. She just be popping in here. I'm gonna put my lip gloss on. Put in my chat box. Let me see who's on here with me. Let's see here. Who is on here with me today? Who is on here with me today? Now, I went out somewhere the other day to an event and I could not find no chapstick or nothing, no lipstick or nothing in my purse. Now I want to find it today. Ain't that something? Jesus. But yeah, I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys. I haven't been talking about the caregiving stuff a little bit because life has been getting a little bit overwhelming. And it happens sometimes, it gets a little overwhelming. But, life happens, right? And that's just how things are. And just make sure my mic is up good enough, and I hope you all can hear me. Trying to give people a little bit more time to come in, so that you won't catch this on the replay. I hope that you can come in. We were talking this morning in another group that I'm in about what do you do when you get burned out, and we were talking about different things like they weren't talking about this, but they were talking about getting burned out as being a business owner, entrepreneur, content creator, author, it's an author group that I'm in. And it kind of sparked this to this conversation. Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and add Facebook. I'm gonna go ahead and add Facebook in here. Something said add Facebook too. But yeah, just talking. I was like I said, this conversation or this thought was came to my attention to get on here today and talk about this again, about caregivers, but it's just about being sometimes how you can get overwhelmed and burn out. They were talking about the question was about being burned out as an entrepreneur, content creator, things of that nature. And so basically what we did, I just did a new thing with my content thing. Okay, anyway, but we were basically talking about getting over, what do you do when you're overwhelmed and or getting burned out, and different tips and things like that. And a lot of us shared in the group how we do that. But today I want to talk to you all about when you're getting overwhelmed or burnt out as a caregiver. And I usually typically say specifically as a caregiver for a family member, or because it's not to say that it's, I mean, they're both caregiving, whether you work as a caregiver as outside of the home, as your job, or if you're taking care of a family member. And I typically come from taking care of a family member. I have worked in organizations where I was a caregiver in different group homes and things like that for adults and children. So I've been on both sides. But, when you're working as a caregiver, at a job, at another location, you leave there and you go home. So you kind of like, you leave it there for the most part. You don't leave it completely, because majority of us are in this line of work. You carry that with you. You don't just leave your work at work, but you still get a break from it. You get to go home. So I want to talk about caregivers at home. When you care for a family member at home, in the same home, and you all live there in the same home together, and you are the caregiver, and you can get burned out sometimes. But I just wanted to share some tips and some things that you can do to help yourself keep yourself from getting burned out or overwhelmed. And one of the things that I shared this morning, and one of the things that I do is And even though it may be a little bit of business related, I try to keep some kind of events going on outside of the home that I have to attend to, whether it's some type of networking event or like the author expo, or I may go to different pop-up shops from time to time, to sell my books and things like that. Just different things to promote my business, but I'm still getting outside of the house. And even with working, majority of the time I'm working from home. The past couple of years or so, I've been choosing to do work at home jobs, just staying being here in the home, so that when I am working on the computer for a few hours at a time, I'll go check on her during my breaks. When I go get me some lunch, I'll go on to her room, to my mom's room, and I'll check on her. So I'm working, but I'm still here at the home. So it's good to, like I said, get active and plan those activities outside of the home. So that's one tip that I do. So you can definitely do that. Just incorporate little things into your schedule. And I mean, it may not be easy. You may not be able to do it often, but try to incorporate something like that into your day or your week or your month, even however the time permits. But definitely put something in there. Put something on the schedule. Excuse me. And then another tip that I have for you to do is to help you to reduce stress is hey, thank you for so much, Bowley on Shackle. Thank you so much for coming in. Just talking about caregiving, and I'm doing well. Just talking about caregiving. I'm a family caregiver. I have take care of my mom, and just talking about how you can doing tips for helping people not get burned out when you're a caregiver and you're in the same home. So you have to make it a priority to do different things, to get outside of the home, get outside and do other activities, things like that. Going to events, put it on your schedule, even if it's an hour, 2 hours, a day or a week. Just find something to do to get outside of the home. And another thing that I found helpful is to reduce stress is listening to music. Listening to music is it can get those endorphins going. Just change it can change your mood, just get your mind off of things, and it'll help you kind of like just get a little mental break sometimes from everything that's going on with your daily life, because caregiving is a daily life. It's 24/7. You have to check on things. I may have my time like here right now, even. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. I've been enjoying watching your content as well. You have some very helpful information. But yes, you have to be okay with taking care of you. And I had to learn that, to be okay with taking care of me, because if I don't take care of me, then how am I going to take care of, my mom or anybody else for that matter. I have to prioritize myself, and so I do those little things, like I said, getting out of the house, because I'm basically everything that I do is from home, whether it's working from home or this, making content. All of this I do at home, and I may go to the store and do things like that, but majority of my time is here at home. So I have to plan activities, plan different events that I go out to get a break, get a breather, just get outside of the house, get into a different environment, just to give my mind a break, clear my head sometimes. And so those are important things that you would want to do, as a caregiver, in a caregiver in your home, when you're a living caregiver. And another thing to do is make time to relax. Make time to relax. There's times where sometimes I'll just come back to my room and I just lay down and take a nap. I'll find time to make that time to take a nap. It's not selfish to take a nap. You need those. You need that rest. Your body is tired. You need to give yourself time to recuperate, because like I said, being a caregiver, okay, you work from home as well, so you definitely understand. And I've worked from home for years off and on. And yes, you need that break. You have to get outside of the house. That's why I actually changed my computer to where right now my real background is the wall, and I'm facing my patio window, because there's a patio. My bedroom leads out to the patio, and so I can see the sunlight and see outside in the daytime. But for some, when I moved into this room, I had my computer faced the other way. Yes, naps are very important. I don't get a whole lot of them, but when I try to get them, and like, okay, I need this break for a second. And then I wake up and I feel a little bit more refreshed. But because you need that time to just not do nothing. It's okay to not do nothing. And that's what a lot of people, and myself included, I have felt like, I had to be always doing something. I had to keep doing something and taking care of everybody, taking care of this, taking care of that. And you end up neglecting yourself. And then you get burned out, which is the point, my whole point of this. You have to be careful that you don't get burned out. And like I said, as far as like with the sunlight, like I said, with changing my room around and my computer, and I realized that was like, wait a minute, why, am I doing this like an office? True enough, but I'm not leaving the office. I'm staying home. Hello, Lisa. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. I had enjoyed your content as well. I know I saw a lot of your Christmas videos and things like that. But yes, okay. Thank you so much for stopping by, Bowley, and I appreciate you and thank you as well. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Have a great day. But yes, being like I said, with being a caregiver, you have to take that time for yourself, and you have to get out and relax a little bit, just get a little breather, and thank you. You have to get a lot of get out and get those endorphins going. Get out in the sunlight, the fresh air, even in the snow. I got out, and yeah, I was making content, but I was still getting outside of the house, and just moving around, doing something different. Getting those endorphins going because you need those type of things. Whether you're a caregiver or any other profession, but we're specifically talking about caregiving today. But also, learn to reach out for you. Thank you so much, Lisa. That's my thank you. I wish I was there right now near some water. Yeah, I would love to be there near some water right now. But I have actually I had a travel agent business for briefly, and yes, you have to take mental breaks. And I have a hotel trip that I have right now that's paid for, and I just have to pick where I'm going, and I'm just trying to get everything ready for May so that I can take that trip and just give myself a break. I don't want to take nobody with me. I want to just go, just me, myself, and I just take that break and just relax. Yeah, I just want you to take that break and relax. I'm gonna pray about it, figure out a way to, go and everything. But I need to go. I need to break. And I feel like I deserve it. I feel like I do deserve it. I've been, working hard, doing what I need to do. And I don't mind, that's my mom. I'm gonna take care of my mom regardless. But you can get burned out. And I think thank you. And I think even from being a family caregiver, you kind of take it a little bit more personal when it's your family, especially if it's your parent. You take it a little bit more, at least me, I can only speak for myself. You take it a little bit more personal. It's like I'm gonna take care of my mom. I'm gonna make sure she's okay. And yeah, but I have to remind myself too that Deborah, you're a person, you have to relax a little bit. You have to, you need that break sometimes. And so that's what I do. Like I said, I try to plan different little events around, and usually my events are around like networking for my business. I'm an author and things like that. Right. You come back to feeling recharged, right, Lisa? You once you have that break, you get a minute to yourself, and then you can come back, and then you're refreshed, you're stronger mentally and physically, and you have that energy to be able to be the person that they need. Because I have to, basically, um, I don't say, let me see how I can say this. I have to basically handle her mental load as well as mine, for her emotions. And because, when people get older, and then their health is declining and things of that nature, they, get depressed and all kind of different mood swings and things like that happen. And I can't take it personal, I have like, okay. And so when I get those moments where I'm feeling a little overwhelmed and okay, I'm like, okay, look, and I'll take a step back and I'm like, all right, mom, I'll come back and see you in a little, in your room a little bit. And I have to go take a break. I just like, mom, okay, I'll be back in a little bit. And I go from there. And right, because I need that time to just like clear out, my thoughts and just regroup. And it's like, Deborah, she's not really she still loves you. She just going through it because my mom's used to being independent and not being just sitting around just having people do for her. And she's not even like she doesn't have like cancer or anything like that. Right, amen, Lisa, amen. The Lord will give you strength. So she just has, like I said, problems with her, her back and things like that. We're waiting on surgery. But yeah, so it's mentally, it can be mentally taxing. But yes, that's one another thing that I do as well. I pray, I write, because I'm a writer. I write and I pray, and ask Lord to give me strength. 'Cause I always tell people one of my main scriptures is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And I have to say those things, repeat those things in my mind, in my heart, out, and even out loud, to say, okay, Lord, I need you right now. Give me this strength. Just a minute. Hold on just a second, you guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was talking to my dad. He was asking me some stuff. But yes, yeah, yeah. Like I said, without the Lord, on my side, sometimes I wonder how I would, make it. So I have to take those mental breaks and, and just ask him for strength, to get me through it. And yeah, my dad is here too, but my parents are in their late 70s and 80s, and yeah, he gets around, he doesn't have any issues as far as walking around and stuff like that, or still drives and things like that. But it's still, I can tell that, he's not, I could tell his age is coming up on him now. And my parents were always the most energetic, busy people, always working and always doing something, and now they finally slowed down, and it's like, okay, Deborah, you have to, and I had to process that as well, as like I said, being here and being with them and seeing that change and that difference. You have to pray about that, and I, ask God to give you strength, and I do that constantly. I ask him to give me strength and to help me to be able to, get through this and to be there for them, um because I do have other siblings, but I'm the one that I live here with them. So and I'm the only girl. And I have talked to, when I did a few of these videos, I have spoken with there were some guys that commented, at least on my Facebook, that I went to school with. They did comment, and they were doing caregiving as well for their parents. So I do know that it's not just me. It's not just women. Rather, I will say it's not just women that are caregivers. Men are sometimes a caregiver for their parent as well. So you just have to, like I said, take care of yourself and try to just keep doing things to motivate yourself, have an outlet, some type of healthy outlet to, give yourself a break. And reach out for support. Reach out for support when you need it. Even this here is support. All the love that you all are pouring into me here, speaking to me, commenting and things like that. That's support as well. Just talking to other people. Seeing people who are, in a similar, situation, or been through or understand, that helps you as well, because we all have our parents, for the most part, or, or if had, so we all are going to have to at some point possibly take care of our aging parents. I know one day mine are going to have, possibly take care of me. We don't know how this life is going to unfold. But it's not an easy task. And some people, yes, for whatever different reasons, nursing homes and things like that are there. And some people don't use those resources for different reasons. So, but when you're in this situation, when you are a family caregiver, especially to a parent, you just have to find that balance and take care of yourself and try to stay, focused, and, just keep your momentum going, and just take those breaks when you need it, to help reduce your stress. Be active, and again, reach out for support, and just remember, and I'll say this as my probably I won't say final thing, but just be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself grace, because you need it. You deserve it. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Don't Don't beat yourself up about things, even if things aren't going the way you want them to go that particular day or time frame, or give yourself a little grace. If you get angry for a few minutes, give yourself a little grace. You're human. It happens. Pray about it. Ask the Lord to, forgive you and to heal you and to help you to process it and to get through it. And He's there for you. He'll be there for you. Just give yourself some grace. But this has been a really good conversation. I really do appreciate you all coming on here and speaking with me today. Yeah, this has been awesome. I'll definitely be back on again, and because I know this topic is definitely needed, and I'm gonna spend a little bit more time sharing more information and just sharing my commentary about being a caregiver, the life of a caregiver, because it's not an easy life. It's not a mentally easy life, and sometimes physically, it's not. There's a lot that goes along with it. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for staying on here with me, and I appreciate your support. And if you're new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe for more information so that I can continue doing what it is that God's called me to do by sharing my content, sharing my stories and my knowledge and my experiences. And I do that in order to help someone else on their journey, whether it's my caregiving experience, my being a dog mom, and he's a rescue dog. I share comfort, the fair color dog, fawn, fair hair color dog on my channel. That's my dog Comfort. He's my ESA. I got him a couple years ago as a rescue dog, but he rescued me as well because I was going through some things. I just went through a breakup from a toxic relationship. And I've shared that in many videos on here on my channel about that relationship, and in my book Rose Wrapped in Thorns. It's also available on my website, hairbedthoughts.com, if you would like to purchase that as well. And I will actually put that in the comments for anybody. It is in my bio, but I will put it in the comments for if anyone would like to buy that for purchase that book. But yeah, I share my life out loud in order to help someone else on their journey through life. We're all going through something, and sometimes it's just good to hear someone else, that understands, that's going through it, or been through it, and it can give you some encouragement and help you on your journey through this life thing we call life. So again, just thank you so much for watching, and again, like, subscribe, share this content out, and let's grow together. And that's it for today, and I will be back on at another time. And thank you so much for watching, and you have a great, wonderful rest of your